Hi, this is part of a video series from Rethink Church where we respond to some of the most frequently asked questions inquisitive people ask about faith. In this video, we're addressing the question, where do you see evidence of God? I'm Reverend Ryan Dunn, and I'm happy to talk a little bit about where I see God at work. First, though, I think we need to address a little clarification. I think there's a difference between seeing evidence of God in action and evidence of the existence of God. I'm not sure we'll ever be able to offer scientifically proven evidence regarding the existence of God. Ultimately, that is an act of faith. And you can see more about science and religion in another video that we did, which we'll link to. It's important to note that the perception of evidence for God is subjective, and it's influenced by our individual beliefs, cultural backgrounds, personal experiences, and our worldview. Different people may interpret the same experiences or observations differently, leading to a variety of beliefs about the existence of a higher power. Here, we're addressing more how you might rekindle an awareness of God's movement in life in those instances when you're feeling forgotten, overlooked, or like God just isn't there. Here's what I believe. God loves us enough to pursue us, and God loves us enough not to stalk us. This means that if we're waiting for God to blow us over with a demonstration of divine power, we might be left waiting for a while, simply because we haven't allowed ourselves the moments in which to reflect on God's movement and both the subtle and startling ways that God has been at work in the world around us. Instead, we need to offer ourselves the opportunities to hit a spiritual reset and reflect on the points at which God has been active. There are all kinds of ways to do this. Some people have real watershed moments while reading the Bible, going so far as feeling like God is speaking specifically to them as they read. I find it useful to carve out space in which I'm actively listening to God. For me, this is different than simple prayer. It involves less of my concentrating on words and more on opening myself up to an awareness. I often use questions adapted from an ancient contemplative practice called Ignatian Examen. My questions for awareness go like this. What instance am I most grateful for? What instance am I least grateful for? When did I feel most alive today? When did I feel life drained out of me? These questions not only help me become a little bit more grateful and conscientious of how I can extend love, they help awaken in me an awareness of leading and movement. I hope this helps you feel a little more connected and aware too. You can hit us up with more questions at the link in the description, and we'll be back with more soon. Peace to you until then.